This is the safest standard CX-30 ever. Upgraded on the entry level. That's a firm fabric. And this is a pretty good looking car. And there's the pulsing of the turn signal there. What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama. And you see behind me a beautiful 24 CX-30 2.5S, the entry level. And it's got the most equipment ever standard on a CX-30. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna go outside, we're gonna go all the way around so that you can see exactly what it has and decide if it's the right one for you. So let's jump in. More car vids. More car vids. Getting started up front, of course, this is the Snowflake White Pearl, one of 3 colors available on this entry level. So you have the option of the white, the deep crystal blue, or the jet black mica, your choice. And you can see that this one has a lot of standard features, including LED headlights and tail lights. Also, behind this big Mazda logo is the radar sensor, which provides convenience of Mazda radar cruise control and the safety of the smart brake support system that always measures distance between you and a pedestrian or the car in front of you and may apply the brakes if necessary in an emergency situation that you are approaching an object too fast. Also, you have your camera up top, which is for lane departure assist or lane keep assist, lane departure alert, and automatic high beams. And the iActive safety suite, iActive Sense safety suite that those are included in, is now upgraded on the entry level with blind spot monitors with rear cross traffic. So you will now be able to be notified with an illumination on items in your blind spot, and then of course that cross traffic as you are in reverse. That's new for 24 and now standard as part of the standard iActive Safety Sense suite, which means that this is the safest standard CX-30 ever. Also, we have a little bit more safety inside that we'll talk about, but before we do, you have this 3-dimensional trapezoidal triangular grille mesh here that resembles a Japanese warrior's mesh or armor there. Also, you have these LED strips down here for turn signals, which are very bright, amber colored, so everybody sees. And because it's nighttime, we'll turn those on in just a minute. You have standard 16-inch alloy wheels. So it's the base model, but it comes with aluminum alloy wheels, which are not always seen on other manufacturers, just saying. You have this big cladding, which is for the style, but also for protection of your paint on this compact crossover from rock chips or other things. Hard to see at night. Maybe you can see it just a little bit, maybe not. But the Kodo design is built into the sheet metal here with a little S-curve design in the paint. You also, on the base model, have these color keyed mirror caps, which are very nice. And you also have automatic headlights and tail lights. So a lot of upgrades around on this vehicle. And we'll come back to the price in just a minute as we finish our look around the outside here. Similar design tail lights. Again, you have the Japanese armor up front. You have kind of the katana blade back here. These are LED. You have a reverse LED and then a turn signal LED and LED tag lights. This is all-wheel drive standard. So you front-wheel drive first with rear-wheel support. Constantly monitors weight shifts and balancing to give you the best traction that you need in varying situations. You have a 60-40 split back here, and of course rather decent cargo area. Of course, you can fold those seats down and have passengers and cargo, which makes it really convenient. And you can see the top tethers for the latch system there, and you do have the lower anchors on the outboard seats as well. So set up for the family as necessary. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a profile look right here. And this is a pretty good looking car, if I don't say so myself. Low weight of the CX-30 is more than enough power. The power to weight ratio is amazing. And this is actually more fun to drive than a CX-5, in my opinion. Let's check it out under the hood. Here's that 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Runs with 0 W20 oil. Excited with its performance, 191 horsepower, 186 foot-pounds of torque. This one gets 33 on the highway, 29 combined, great fuel economy, big air box, fuses, brake fluid, battery, electronic power steering for a better drive, better handling, and of course, anti-lock brakes are standard. You also see these clear fluid containers here, so you don't have to pull a bunch of dipsticks and check other things. You can just look and see. And of course, your 336, 3 years, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper coverage, 5 year, 60,000 mile powertrain coverage for the peace of mind when you drive off the lot with this vehicle. And we would love to take care of it and service it for you at your local Mazda dealer. As we look inside here, this is the only trim with cloth interior, but actually I appreciate the cloth, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But you do have power windows and locks, power side mirrors. There's the power locks. Great design here that ties into the cockpit of the dash. This is a 6-way seat adjustable, and even has a little bit of adjustment here on the tilt, which is nice. So actually, I guess that's an 8-way adjustable seat. But what I like about this interior is, you hear that? That's a firm fabric designed to withstand fluids, liquids, and also have these nice designs here to keep you in the seat, and seat bolsters as well. So a very good form-fitting seat, very comfortable. And again, the cloth interior with this firm foam is very comfortable, and really you won't be sliding around too much as you do sometimes in the leatherette or leather, but fits you very, very nicely, as you can see here, ready to go up and down the road. Steering wheel is very nice also, and you do have your radar cruise control information here, also your controls for the radio and Bluetooth. So you do have Bluetooth audio, also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well, which I believe on all now you have a touchscreen, but I'll put that here in the caption if this model does not have it. Everything's going to be tethered, and you can see that USB-C's standard as well in the CX-30. Here's our commander control, automatic emergency brake, as well as your volume control favorites. 2 modes, normal and sport, to shift through here on the 6-speed automatic. And you do have a off-road traction assist to give you throttle control when instead of traction control. So when you're in a slip or a loose situation, you can regain that throttle control. And here for the safety ring, it gives you a little mute button to turn those off, which wasn't there in that design. Let's crank this up real quick. You can see every CX-30 has the big 7-inch display, and this is what's new. Rear seat alert is active. Press info to deactivate. So we do have a rear passenger occupant notification to let you know if you have anybody back there, which is pretty cool. And of course, the day-night mirror. Hello there. And you can see these LED lights are standard in the CX-30 to light it up really well. And you can see the dash has this soft touch material here, and stitching all the way around, which ties into the door card, which is a nice look. This is an 8.8-inch display here, and has all the normal functions you'd expect. Also, over here you have your tachometer, you have your fuel gauge and temperature control, and you can see also some notifications up here: mileage to empty, exterior temperature, odometer on the left, and you can also toggle through. That's your more analog style display and other information, but most people like to have the digital speedo right there on this iActive sense that shows the lanes and all the other features there. Your headlights are over here, and here's your HVAC control. So you have big knobs or easily function knobs to control your temperature, and your fan speed with a knob here, and different locations of which vents. Hazard lights right here, rear defrost, front defrost, and recirculate over there. Everything's real easy easy to control. And of course, push to start or stop. Let's just go hop in the back real quick. Decent room in the back. Of course, this seat was pushed, the seat back was rather far, but I can sit back here comfortably, or we can slide the seat up and keep it more upright for more room. Of course, as I mentioned, you have the 60-40 split available here for passengers or cargo. Do feel pretty good back here. Good seats, very durable. And again, with the latch positions, I would not hesitate to have car seats and children back here, because the water will definitely bead up on this. Here's a look at the cockpit. Everything's tied in well with the black interior. And I think that wraps it up for all of our conversation here on the CX-30. Before I turn the lights on, I do want to have a conversation on price. This one actually has the rear bumper guard, which I didn't point out back here. You can see the chrome bumper guard. And then also the black wheel locks with lugs, which I didn't point out. They're in the inside. We don't usually install those because of the wheel lock. Sometimes people lose the key. But this right here, if you $27,180, if you subtract those two accessories, it's just over $2,000 more than the 2023 model, which you used to be able to buy under $25,000. However, I would much rather have the added safety of the rear occupant classification, the blind spot monitors, and other things that would help me get up and down the road in a safer vehicle. And of course, the traction of all-wheel drive, the fuel economy upgrades from the last couple of years, this is the right vehicle. And remember how these look? Let's turn the lights on. So here's the lights. You can see the pulsing of the turn signals as I have the hazard lights on. And to let everybody know that you're in emergency or turning, it gets your attention with those LEDs. Also LED strips on the side mirrors, which I forgot to mention earlier. Here's your LED headlight. It's a projector beam, so it goes farther. Of course, the LED lasts longer. And then you have this nice little amber light here shining that lets people know. And there's the pulsing of the turn signal there. And here's what it looks like from the back. Still pulsing, still bright. And of course, what's not lit up is the third brake light up here. And then of course, to get this, they're available on upgraded trims. Dual exhaust back here as well, which is very nice. And I just noticed we didn't put a cap on that toe area there. So we'll have to find that and put that on. However, dual exhaust for a good sound and good performance. This is the 2024 Mazda CX-30 standard 2.5S. It's beautiful, great fuel economy, great performance, fun to drive with more than ever before. And it's a beautiful Mazda.